Hello and welcome back to Boring Dad Gaming, where today we're going to be playing some more Dark Heresy. I think the idea now is to go and start recruiting some companions. We've been given a couple of leads on where we might go to do such a thing. And I think it's largely these little side areas that have been up until now closed off to us. So we should be able to get in here, for example. This is the map. This is the... where am I? I guess it leads into the archive, maybe, and the chapel from this angle. It's hard to tell. I'm not exactly sure how the map kind of all ties together. But yeah, let's show our situation. Cool, we're in. Let's see. We've got Sister Helena. Is that someone I was asked to talk to? I can't remember. It's been a little while. It's been a few days since I played. No, Sister Septima, that's the one. Conveys her sincere condolences. Master de Torral was a worthy man.
Always on the move.
Judas. Acolyte. Right, now that we're in, let's have a look at the map. So, we've got... okay, so to our left is the archive and some loot. I'm trying to work out how to actually move the camera while I'm in this mode. Is it... no. I can zoom out to kind of see more. I'm not sure. I'm using the right button, middle button. Oh, middle button. There we go. Okay. It scrolls it as well. It's a bit weird. But... okay, and then we've got the chapel with some audio. So I think let's go left initially. Let's go and see what's in this area. We're still being followed by this blind the Aide. I don't know if he's keeping an eye on us or escort.
No sense in delaying.
Acolytes. Chronicle Keeper Bloodworth. So I was reading on the... I've been on the Steam forums just to see what other people are saying, and apparently there is quite a lot of voice acting. I don't know why I haven't seen any of it yet, but people were talking about, you know, in certain parts of the game, certain areas, there's a lot of voice acting. I don't think we've had any of it yet, beyond the sort of character arcs as we're, you know, clicking on stuff. But anywho, maybe this will be someone. But I don't know if I mean, Rogue Trader had a lot of voice acting, but not fully voice acted. So I don't know if the plan is to do something similar, or if it's going to be fully voice acted come the end. Not too sure. But anyhow, Chronicle Keeper Bloodworth. The gaunt man raises his augmented eyes to you. The massive ocular lenses whir as they grind into focus upon your face.
Ah, you are the acolyte who recently delivered a most remarkable artifact from the Owlcat system.
Now, I will say I don't know a lot about the setting, the lore. I did buy. Someone mentioned the Eisenhorn novels by Dan Abnett, is it? So I've bought those for my Kindle. I haven't read them yet. I intend to do so before the full release of this game. But someone in the comments did say the loss of this Owlcat system is apparently a very big thing within the setting, quite a significant happening. But maybe we'll learn some more about that.
It was originally described by the xenoarchaeologist Marcus Lucius Threnses in his Contemplations. A great achievement for the Tyrantine Cabal, all thanks to you.
The man nods in approval. Who are you? I haven't seen you here before.
Master Acolyte, you're not listening to me at all, are you? An unfortunate accident occurred with the previous Chronicle Keeper, and this is... yes, Chronicle Keeper Bloodworth, assigned to the Archivum Serpentis, on the Lord Inquisitor's orders 2 cycles and a dozen turns ago. I oversee the preservation of tomes, scrolls, documents, and, most importantly, history itself, as the keepers before me have done. Yes, well, that should be comprehensive enough.
Well, could you tell me more about the Archivum Serpentis? With a dry, nearly emaciated hand, he gestures across the hall.
This abode allows one to barely scratch the surface of the knowledge that lies embedded within the depths of the Bastion Serpentis. Only the most frequently requested and most necessary to peruse works are assembled here. The true treasure is concealed from uninitiated eyes in the restricted section, and even deeper than that. If one day you decide to devote your life to their preservation, I shall assist you in drafting a petition for transfer into our cohort. To begin your acquaintance with this section, I would recommend exploring the archival shelves. Choose something light at first, The memoirs of Inquisitor Valner's Cade, for instance. You may also consult the auditory records stored within the cogitator on the level below. Some of those I myself find rather engaging.
Alright, I've got to go. But I'm gonna see what you got in this chest first. He's got some okay, so these are all kind of... So the synths is the currency. As I think I said in the last episode, there wasn't really currency as such in the in Rogue Trader. It was kind of all... You'd sell stuff or kind of, trade stuff with merchants to sort of gain influence and access to their higher tier, better equipment, and then you could take as much of that within that tier and any below tier that you wanted. I think there's much more of a straightforward sort of buy-sell system at play here. So synths is the currency, and I think some of this stuff, probably a fair amount of it, is just stuff to sell to merchants to gain some currency. I presume. I think probably a fair bit of it is placeholder art as well. What have we got here? Representatives of the ecclesiarchy would deem the contents of most of the books in the open archive section to be, at best, controversial. We talk to the Psyker. Okay, what we got? We got Law Heresy, 65% chance.
Success.
Oh, succeeded. Gained 2 experience. This ancient tome contains... Again. This ancient tome contains an impressive collection of historical essays, personal notes, lost chronicles, and encrypted documents regarding the founding of the Galixian conclave of the Inquisition. So in the previous game, there were... Oh, okay, yeah, there is a log. It is quite intrusive. I probably won't keep it up, but... I think in Rogue Trader, it sort of sat in the bottom right, and you could kind of see the stuff you clicked on. If it faded away, you could just read it from there. But like I said, it does seem a bit more intrusive in the UI this time, so I probably won't keep it open. Oh, what's going on?
It screams, rings through the heavens, devastation approaches.
Yikes. 10 minutes has passed. Oh, was it a Psyker going loco, I think. Go, sorcerer. It's high time all their karma put in psi shackles and sent down to the detention cells. Alright, what we got here? A study on the Bastion Serpentis. And what is most intriguing is that the walls of the Bastion Serpentis were raised with a paramount purpose: to conceal the greatest multitude of secrets. Rooms between walls, rooms beneath stairs, rooms below rooms, and so on and so on and so on. Hundreds, thousands of secrets have been lost in the winding walls of the Bastion, and just as many will be lost in the future. Take, for instance, the study of Inquisitor Barnabas Grizz. Once this venerable man was among the finest members of the Ordo Xenos, delved into the nature of light and shadow and battled the spawn of darkness. His study, they say, held the grim secret of his research. However, later the room was remodeled, given a new purpose, and knowledge of its hidden places lost beneath the weight of decades. Who knows what Inquisitor Grizz hid from prying eyes? I'll take that. There might have been an opportunity to scroll down a bit more in that. Let's just have a quick look. No. Interesting. I mean, it could be a clue that there's something to discover in a particular place, or it could just be lore. Either way. Right, what we got here? We got another check. Well, just an examine. An old plaque at the base of the lectern reads, "As the last star fades from the sky, darkness does not triumph. The stars perish nightly so that the dawn might bloom once more. Render the last offering to the day, and the secrets of shadow will unfold before you." So,
Moving.
oh, hang on. This is a thing. The last darkness is the stars perish nightly so the dawn might bloom once more. Render the last offering to the day. Puzzle of some kind. Yeah, it says no suitable item, so obviously we don't yet have what might go there. Now, looks like I can go through there. What's down there? Oop, where do I see? Well, sure, but let's just proceed into this area. Now, hopefully, we're going to find
At once.
someone else to join our party at some point. What do we got here? Essay on the Morning Star. Okay, tell you what, let's collect that. The word Morning Star appeared, so is that something I can pop down at the lectern? Aha.
Tread carefully.
Oh, ho, 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 ho. Aha. What has we here? Ooh. Look at the heresy thing.
Best to try a different approach.
Oh, okay. For some reason, several books, manuscripts, and scrolls on completely unrelated subjects have all been gathered together in one place. Looks like it could be a puzzle, but I think we didn't pass whatever check was required.
It'll work next time. Keeping my eyes open.
Well, see what's in here anyway. Oh, we got 200 synths and that's Psyker headgear by the look of it. Plus 10 metal. Target allies of the wearer Psyker powers can't gain 12% of their combat abilities. Seems pretty good. Well, we'll take it. We might get a Psyker on our team. I don't know really anything about the potential companions. I know one is... is it an Ogrin? Like kind of a big troll-like dude? I don't know much about like his personality or anything, but it's on the game art. So the weighty tome titled Liber Xenologis. That's how I'm choosing to pronounce that word. Is chained to the shelf and covered so densely with purity seals that not even its spine is visible. What we got here? We got... Okay, they're guarding doors. I'm guessing I can't go to those places. I could try talking to them. It's a bit of a dead end otherwise. Can I get in there? Doesn't seem like it. Look at the map. So what? Okay, so there's something there. That might be beyond the gate that's locked, though. Sarrow, I think, will join us. Gonna have another look though. It might be the book that I put down in the thingy. So okay, so what did I have something to do in here? Find the Surge in the Medica Wing. Find the Jungle Fighter in the Medica Wing. Find the Sanctioned Psyker Sarrow in the chapel. Ah, okay, so that could be good. But in terms of... Alright, well, I don't think there was a huge amount for us to do here. He did say I could read stuff a level down, but... Yeah. I have to assume that the loot that's highlighted on the map is this thing.
Never still for long.
Obviously we failed these checks, so if I bring another character, I'm wondering if we might pass it, because there's... It does look like it should be a little puzzle thing, doesn't it? But alas, there's nothing we can do with it right now. Anyway, that was the archive. So let's head up here now. We want to get to the chapel, which I think is this way. It's on the map again. Yeah, I wish I told you what the loot was. I'm assuming it's just the book I've put in the lectern. But this looks like the chapel, so let's go meet our Psyker, shall we? Generally very stable individuals, Psykers.
No sense in delaying.
The names of thousands of fallen agents of the Golden Throne are carved into the stone. Among them is a very recent inscription, Leander de Toral. Alright, hey Saro. A slight, wiry man stands before the wall of memory, his gaze tracing the endless lines of script in quiet reverence. For a long moment he turns toward you. His piercing blue eyes seem to glow faintly.
Do you seek something, Acolyte?
I didn't overhear his prayer. Are you Saro, the sanctioned Psyker?
Indeed. And you a boring dude, one of those who returned from the perilous journey to the Owlcat system. The God Emperor has granted you his mercy, a rare and precious thing. I am pleased to make your acquaintance.
Sorcerer? I was tasked with finding you and recruiting you for my warband. The Tyrantine Cabal has entrusted me with the mission.
So, the Tyrantine Cabal has deemed you righteous and restored you to the ranks of its servants. I had thought that contact with the heresy of the Tyrant Star would have rendered you an outcast.
Saro casts a glance at the memorial stand where a plaque bearing Leander de Toral's name has already been placed.
Too many of those sent to Iacanthos have perished in the depths of corruption. My only solace is that, for one of them, Persephone, my sister by curse, a swift death became a bitter gift, sparing her the dreadful torment of survival.
Sister died.
But that lies in the past, and now a new duty awaits us. I heed the Cabal's command and stand ready to accompany you to face new trials.
Were you and Persephone close?
No, she kept her distance. Yet I have always considered it my duty to keep watch over those who share the curse of witchcraft with me within these walls.
Now let's highlight that. What does he mean by that? Well, it just explains what a Psyker is. An individual of any intelligent species who possesses some degree of psychic ability or powers. Saro glances at the memorial plates on the wall. His lips move in a brief prayer.
She was strong, she was taken too soon, and her name will remain only in my memory, not in the metal of this wall.
What kind of Psyker are you? What sorcery do you command?
When the God Emperor's grace fills my heart, I give it form in purifying flame.
Saro's eyes flare with fire, a fearsome contrast to the Psyker's placid expression.
I am the conduit of his higher wrath, which reduces his enemies to ash and burns away the heresy that has taken hold of the weak and the lost.
I don't really want to say either of those things, or that. Let's just... Okay, well, let's go, Saro.
The God Emperor protects, boring dude.
Cool, so... Can I kid him out? How do I... Oh, here he is. Can I tab between? No. What about with arrows? Can I do that? No. What about numbers? 1, 2... No. Okay. So, can he wear the thing I found? This Helm of Resolve. That sounds pretty good, doesn't it? So the metal... what does that do? Look at his character. Allows... This combat skill allows one to resist hostile mental influence. Now, it's got a little mark by it. That just denotes a combat skill, I think. I was going to say, is it one that is kind of important to his build? I mean, he's high in it, so I assume it is. I don't need to assume. Like, mental resistance seems good for magic types, right? Get into that kind of stuff at another time, I guess. I'm assuming he's already leveled, and I don't need to worry about that. So let's give him this. This sounds pretty good. So yes, a plus 10 metal. So he's on 70 for that now. The target... Now that means that it's doubled the effectiveness. The target allies the wearer's psychic powers gain plus 24% to their combat skills. Metal, reflexes, resistance, and tenacity for a round. Well, that sounds good. So what is this shield thing? This little symbol here. I don't know. Is it just... I was going to say, is it his sort of starter stuff? But actually... Like, does my stuff have little symbols on it? Oh, it does. What does it mean? I don't know. Outfit settings. Take his armor off. Oh no. I say, does he go nude? What about all of this stuff? Alright. You can't make them nude. Good to know. Yeah, I'm not quite sure what that little yellow shield thing is. Honestly. I wonder if it's stuff that gives us like a stat boost, because some of those all seem to, apart from this one. Alright. What else have we got? Anything I can give him? Well, he's got his little staff. That's probably more or less the best thing he can have. Now, I'm just trying to see where, like... Oh, I can do it from here. That's good. Yeah, so he's plus 10 in that now. We're kind of like... Ooh. Like defense and armor stats and stuff were. He's got defense there. I guess it is armor and defense, because have I got any armor? Yeah, I've got 30 armor. 16 defense. I have to sort of learn... I think a lot of stuff works quite differently, and apparently in combat there's a thing... morale plays a huge part, apparently, in how effective you are in combat. You can sort of break your enemy's will through morale, or have yours broken. Now, I'm trying to remember if I... Did any of the stuff I took give me any bonuses on that? No, I do get some bonuses here. So what's this? This gives me Expose Heresy, which increases my heresy law. Okay, so that's like a little passive. This one down here increases my medica by 10. Okay. I'm not going to dwell too long on this. I kind of just want to see how... Oh, I've actually got 50 in there. That's not too bad. Now... yeah, so that's kind of the junk items. That's down as other, so I'm not quite sure what we do with those. Anywho, we got a guy.
Moving.
We got a new guy. Where's my HUD gone? I have to sort of select my character.
My attention.
Okay. Now we have formation, so I'm a frontliner, so I should probably go like there. Keep my Psyker back a little bit. What we got here? Listen to the... oh, right, okay, so what do we... Who's this? Let's wait for the end of the service. Are we getting there now? Got an electrified door.
No sense in delaying.
Blaine, sacrifice yourself to open that. Sleight of hand, 70%. Can only be used once. Sarrow is the best. And if I click on it, Sarrow does automatically go. Okay, and he succeeds, so that's good. Now, hoping it undoes this, but...
Every failure, a lesson.
Now...
Resolved. Effective as always.
Unlock that, but what does that do?
Resolved.
Yeah.
Moving.
I've got an injury. It's a permanent injury. One stage of critical effect is removed after every battle. Medikits and resting in a safe zone, which in Rogue Trader tends to be your ship, can cure critical effect. So if I use my little bag now, I need my little guys.
I always land on my feet.
And I get rid of that.
This will have to
Yes!
suffice.
Huzzah! Okay, what do we got? Servo Skull Anti-Gravitic Impeller. Doesn't seem to do anything. That's alright, let's grab it anyway. Ooh, what's this? The wearer's magic power, I assume, is reduced by 2, but they deal plus 14% more vitals damage. Alright. So for me, for example, where's my... See anything that looks like my MP? What does it mean? Doesn't help. Okay, so does he have a separate thing for like mana? So if I stick this on here, what does it affect? Oh, it's movement points. Oh. Well, it might not be that bad for a Psyker. He's going to be a ranged unit. 12% more vitals damage. Now what increases... What increases that? Ballistic skill bonus plus weapon skill bonus? So that is... it might be better for like maybe more of a sniper character perhaps. So we'll put it on him for now because movement isn't as important for him. Whereas for my character, I want to be pretty mobile. Alright, well we got that. So that's cool. You coming, dude? What happened? How do I select all from here without sort of dragging a circle? Control A. Yeah, that did it. Did that do it? That did it. Control A. Okay. I can work with that. Ooh, got something over here. We have Psalm of Sibelius the Infallible. Yeah, I'm not going to read that. That's...
No sense in delaying.
Got this box. What's in the box? The box. Quite a lot of money. Pretty good. Probably a bunch of stuff to sell or benefit us in some way. I'm not quite sure. Maybe crafting, perhaps. Maybe they're crafting materials. I'm not sure. The light of the candle flames dances across the cold, polished plaques before you. Each one bears the names of fallen inquisitors and interrogators who served the Bastion Serpentis in the Tyrantine Cabal. The plaque bearing the name of Leander de Tural casts reflections on your face. Time and the heat of the candles have not yet dulled its shine. Yeah, let's reflect on the mission. Do we get some more details here? You close your eyes and heavy thoughts crash down on you like an unstoppable avalanche. Your head spins. Could things have gone otherwise? What if you had chosen a different path? These are unanswerable questions that you will have to live with for the rest of your days. At that moment, a monstrous image looms before your mind's eye, the disk of the spectral sun that, on that day, seared your very soul. Okay, so we've seen Mono-Dominant. This is kind of the, I guess, lawful good in D&D terms, like very committed to the cause, I think. Doesn't like Xenos stuff. A Malathian. Staunch believer in the God Emperor's grand design, the fulfillment of which demands unity and accord. Endless range. Okay. A Xenos Hybris I've taken some points in. An adherent of the necessity of Xenotech research in cooperation with Xenos for the sake of achieving the goals of the Imperium. Yeah, that sounds alright to me. And then Xanthite I've also taken a few points in. A faithful servant of the Emperor who believes that the forces of the Archenemy can and must be used for the benefit of the Imperium, for in their righteous hands those very forces will become a weapon of truth. I quite like those. I'm not so sure I'm going to be a mono-dominant character, or even a Malathian particularly. Like a bit of a peacemaker, this one, perhaps? Now, of these two, I kind of like Xenos. I had a very Xenos heavy group in Rogue Trader. Think about the enemies you've faced. If you'd known more about them, might you have fought better? Alignment shift. Xenos Hybris +4. Okay, this. A succession of missed opportunities flashes before you like a chain of blood-stained blades. Mutants, abhumans, Xenos. Every encounter turns into losses. Every rash attack robs the Inquisition of yet another fragment of knowledge about their tactics. And knowledge, after all, is a weapon too. A deep breath takes the swarming thoughts away. The chapel is filled with muffled sounds and the smell of incense. It is time to get back to the mission. Out of the corner of your eye, you notice the aide as he carefully studies the names on the plaques. An unpleasant grimace twists his unusually genial face. Catching your gaze, Blind seems to relax once more.
I hope you're feeling better. Every one of his subjects needs a sanctuary where the spiritual, even if only for a while, can triumph over the burdens of the flesh. I come here too in moments of distress, and my prayers to the God Emperor always end up guiding me well.
I'm sure they do. Alright, quick look at the map, make sure we haven't missed anything. There is something there, actually. Maybe another book or something. Whereabouts? Oh, no, that's in the archive. Sorry, I'm up here, aren't I? Okay, well, we need to find the Medica place. It may not be in this little cluster of rooms that we've entered. But let us leave the chapel. On you, Psyker, bud. You see what's down here? It might just be a dead end. It is. It's a dead end.
Reconnoitering.
Reconnoitering. Alright, so let's go back to like the main area. Oop, what's this? Halt, Acolyte! Weary eyes examine you mechanically from head to toe. By order of the Lord Inquisitor, individual searches are to be conducted in the interest of Bastion Serpentis security. Stand up straight, arms and legs slightly apart. Just a routine check, nothing personal. Blind humbly adjusts the collar of his uniform and steps forward to be searched first.
You know, boring dude, these guards are just doing their jobs, just like we do ours. And they're authorized to use lethal force, so, if they find something suspicious, so please don't act suspiciously, especially not so soon after your execution orders have been lifted. Please?
Do you even know whom you are detaining, guard? Newly appointed Acolyte of the Lord Inquisitor. No special instructions were given in your case. That means I must search you the same way as everyone else. One of the guards trains his weapon on you while another methodically searches your pockets, boots, sleeves, and pouches. What's this thing? What is it? I don't know. The guard... Oh, the seal. Metal... Oh, hang on. The guard turns the sealed metal tube you found unattended in the Bastion's halls over in his hands. I don't see a sanctioning tag from Chronicle Keeper Bloodworth. Removing any documents from the Archive of Serpentis without his permission is strictly forbidden. Go and return it to him. I don't remember this. Can I press J and I can't examine my journal mid-conversation? What did I take? I don't know. It's quite cool that you can see the full portrait, actually. I like that. Not mine, I only found it. And I found it on you, so that makes it yours. Return the Chronicles to the Keeper. Brighten the old man's day. My work is done. Okay, hang on. What was the disruptor? Among the Acolyte's personal items, that unlawfully appropriated manuscript from the Archivum Serpentis has been discovered. Bastion Guard insists on the manuscript's immediate return to the custody of Chronicle Keeper Bloodworth. Well, okay, well, let's do it.
Never
It might...
still for long.
I don't know. Maybe it might be part of a quest or something? I'm not entirely sure. This is the chapel, isn't it? Nope.
Poor Graham. Oh, sorry, poor Galaham.
Catching your look, the keeper decides to explain.
That's Psyker, the one the guards punished. He studied Comus, much as you do now, but he failed to endure the burden of such knowledge.
I found an unclaimed manuscript in the Bastion's halls. It seems to belong to the archive. Oh, so I picked that up in the last episode, I think. Okay.
Unclaimed, you say? Has some acolyte once again neglected the sacred rules governing the use of the archives? Where were the dunces on guard duty looking?
The keeper's face turns abruptly pale as his gaze falls upon the lid of the tube.
What is this? A text from the restricted section? But how? These documents are not to be transferred from the Archivum Serpentis, nor even from this very hall.
So it's a restricted text, and actually it was on the mysteries of mental indoctrination on the death worlds of the Calixis sector. If I click it, it doesn't really do anything. We couldn't read it. There wasn't really anything to read. He glances at the data slate resting on his desk before once more examining the tube.
By the throne, someone has fixed an incorrect identifier to these papers. And not to these alone. Several other documents from the restricted section have entered general circulation and been dispersed throughout the Bastion. They must be returned at once to their proper place. Yes, I shall see to it. Thank you, Acolyte.
Do you need any assistance?
Assistance? No. Yes. Perhaps.
He hesitates, but then hands over a data key.
One of the cogitators in this hall on the level below contains records of all requests made to the restricted section. If you can determine who is responsible for the unauthorized transfer of documents from the archive, I shall contrive some means of expressing my gratitude.
Okay, so that's a key. Does that mean I can open up one of these gates? I'm not sure. Oh, maybe here. Maybe here. Yeah. One level below. He literally means this place. Okay. A steady hum emanates from the cogitator's innards. The machine spirit has been roused from its slumber and is awaiting further instructions. Let's view the request log. Over the past 5 days, access to the restricted section has been requested by Servo Archivist 15. Requests Acolyte of the Inquisition. No requests. Chronicle Keeper, no requests. Hang on. Access to the restricted section has been requested by Servo Archivist. 15 requests. Me. I think I'm the Acolyte of the Inquisition. No requests. Chronicle Keeper, no requests. This Servo Archivist has made 15 requests. Okay. So this is probably our introduction to the investigative aspect of this game versus Rogue Trader. So we are an Inquisition agent, and we're here to kind of solve crimes, really. We're kind of the space filth. So there is an investigative element. I'm going to level up first, though, in case, like, combat arises. Okay, what's this? Specialization. At this archetype rank, the character can select a specialization. Alright. Now, what do we got here? So, anti-armor. So, this is, kind of a boss killer, I guess. Attacks deal plus 30% more damage to enemy armor. AoE specialist. I don't think that's going to necessarily be my thing. Although I have got that big hammer. That's AoE. Attacks cost minus 1 AP. It says progression locked. Maybe... Well, if we click on it, maybe it will unlock. Combat disruption. All attacks and abilities inflicting negative effects apply combat disruption suppression. Now, I want to... If I click on it. The target suffers intelligence bonus and agility bonus % hit chance penalty for a round. Okay. Right. Let's unselect that. This is interesting. So this demoralization specialist. An enemy must pass the metal test with a minus 12 penalty or suffer minus 4 morale. If they pass, they suffer only a minus 2 penalty. So is this an active skill? Off weapon power? Which I think is good. No. Yes. No. Yes. Weapon power, isn't it? Oh, it's willpower. I'm not particularly good at willpower. Okay. Weapon skill I was thinking of. But as I was saying earlier, this morale system is quite important in the combat, it sounds like. So I'm tempted by that one. But let's see what else we got. Dual wielding specialist, maybe. I do have a big hammer, but I do have a gun and a sword in my weapon set. Heavy armor specialist, probably not. Medium, a bit boring. Tactical moves. When this character moves through cells, I think I'm going to go this demoralization specialist. I suspect this might be a good one. Oh, I see. So now we can kind of see where it goes. But yeah, I'm not going to get too into that right now. And then characteristic. Oh, get to level this up. So maybe willpower is a good thing to do now. Yeah, he's at 60, but maybe I should make mine go up a bit as well. Helps interrogation. I think that's probably a good skill for us to have as an Inquisition. And then we got Sarrow here. Why is that locked? I guess because he's already got it, perhaps? We've seen combat disruption, demoralization. Could get another one. Santic. What does this mean? The character creates an aura that increases morale and defense of all. Oh, okay. So something that boosts our morale. That's probably good to have as well. So maybe we'll go that. Yeah, let's do more willpower. Okay, yeah. So let's talk to these servo archivists. Maybe we'll get a response from one of them.
No sense in delaying.
Was there any further in? I'll remember. Let's go check. Yeah, there is. What about you? We talk to people, maybe we could ask them about it.
Moving.
What if we talk to Bloodworth again? What does it say in our journal? We could try just talking to the acolytes. Maybe they put one of their servo archivists up to it.
Always on the move.
Servo Archivist couldn't do it. Unknown issue. Something weird's going on. I'm not quite sure how to progress things as we try to talk to them again. Study his behavior. The servitor diligently performs the functions assigned to it. A plate on its left shoulder reads, registered to the catalog section of baseline clearance level. What about the one over here? Same. Okay, so there's one further in.
Moving.
Deliver the tome from section number error. Incoming request. Designation point atrium error. Reset. Deliver the tome. Okay. Do I report that to Bloodworth, or do I go to the atrium and try to find the one who's sending these requests? Ah. The servo archivist assigned to the restricted section is malfunctioning. It has been autonomously requesting texts and subsequently leaving them along its route to the atrium.
Servitor? Huh. To have omitted a defective tool to perform duties of such importance is a most regrettable act of negligence on the part of the technopaths.
The keeper shakes his head.
I promised to thank you, Acolyte, and I intend to keep my word. May the wisdom contained within these pages lighten your difficult path.
We've got the collection of listening... Oh, okay. The wearer gains plus 10 willpower. That seems pretty good. Give that to our Psyker. Small but voluminous antique tome filled with handwritten invocations to the holy warrior of the God Emperor and First Lord and patron of the Calixtus sector. I must go. Obviously I boosted my willpower. I mean, it might be something I can do to myself. So it's this one, right? Where does it... Oh, it goes in... Oh, it's a... No, it's one of these, right? Oh. Yeah. I'll take a little boost to willpower. Sure, I've got that skill now, so... In fact, if I look at my... abilities, skills, maybe in character... I don't want to see, like, the things I can use in combat. Abilities, here we go. So yeah, so this one is now, it was a minus 16 penalty, but the increases I put into willpower mean it's now a minus 20 penalty. One creature within a 10-cell radius, and we can, yeah, it sounds like we can bust their morale. I'm not quite, we haven't had a combat yet, so I'm not quite sure what effects that has, and hopefully we'll have a little tutorial just to explain it. But just reading what people have said about the combat, it seems like this this morale system is pretty important. So seems good. Now, is it just over? Is this the other door? Maybe? Yes, I believe it was. That might be a good place to leave it for now. I think we'll come back next time, and I don't know exactly now, but I think this probably gets us into the infirmary there. So I'm pretty sure we're going to get into the medical wing. And find another member of our little warband. But I'll just say thanks very much for... Interesting, I can't get in there. Huh. But I'll just say thanks very much for watching. Hope you've enjoyed this episode. If you have, if you could hit that like button, that'd be awesome. Do leave a comment as well. Let me know what you think about the game so far, really, in this this beta build. I'm enjoying it so far. I quite like that little investigation thing. I think that's probably... just a small example of the sort of things we're going to be looking into, but so, yeah, there's no cases at the moment, but I think when we get into cases, it's a little bit, from what I understand, a little bit like a cork board that you'd see in other detective games, like we're trying to make links between things and work out who's guilty of what. I think it's going to be really cool. We'll try and get into at least some of that in this beta gameplay series. I think probably when we get down into the lower levels and one of the areas the Inquisitor guy mentioned. But next episode, we're going to go first of all and have a little explore of this other wing, get another member of our group. Sounds like it was, what did he call him? He called him a Katakan jungle fighter. Oh, and a surgeon as well. So maybe we'll find a couple of people here to join us, which would be cool. I'm not sure how many you have in a party at any one time. It sounds like at least 4, reading that. Is it more than that? I don't know. We'll probably find out at some point. As I said, leave me some comments, interested in your thoughts on this. And a big thank you to our channel members, as always, as well, for supporting Boring Dad Gaming. It's hugely appreciated, and if anyone else is interested in checking out channel memberships and gaining earlier access to my Let's Play series on this channel, that would be awesome. But thanks very much, and I hope to see you all next time. Bye for now.